I didn't grow up hearing words like anxiety or mental health. Back then, people didn't talk about things like that. My dad just had what everyone called bad nerves, and that was the polite way of saying everything was a bit of a mess. Nobody explained it, nobody named it. It was just life. And somewhere along the line, I ended up dealing with my own version of it too. People always say, reach out, ask for help, but nobody tells you what actually happens when you do. When I was in my late 20s, the GP kept trying to talk me into counseling. But get this, when I finally agreed, suddenly it was, well, you need to fill out a few forms. And when they say a few, I dread to think how many they'd call a lot. So I filled them out, feeling like I was repeating myself on every page, and sent them off to the right department. And considering how much they'd pushed me to do this, you'd think I'd be seen fairly quickly. I couldn't have been more wrong. I waited 2 years, 2 whole years, and then I finally got an appointment for an assessment, which was basically answering all the questions I'd already filled out, but in person. 5 or 6 assessments later, they gave me a diagnosis: anxiety, depression, agoraphobia, EUPD, BPD, blah, blah, blah. Just words on paper. I remember thinking, what the hell? All that for a diagnosis? I felt forgotten. I went back to the GP and they told me I was now on a waiting list for CAT, cognitive analytic therapy. And the thing with CAT is that it's meant to go right back into your past. It's a talking therapy that digs into where everything started, how your patterns formed, all the stuff you've spent years trying to bury or mask, which is great in theory, but in reality, 14 sessions were never going to be enough for me to build the kind of trust where I could actually stop masking. She never really got to see the hurt I hide, because how could she? We barely had time to scratch the surface. And that's not her fault. It's the funding. They can't offer more than that, even when it's obvious some people need longer. So you end up doing this deep emotional excavation on a timer. And when the sessions run out, that's it. You're done. Ready or not. After the sessions were over, that was it. No follow-up. No, let's check in. Just done. So I went back to taking the medication I'd already been prescribed to help with my emotions. And honestly, that was the only thing that actually carried on after the therapy ended. There was no big moment, no epiphany, nothing like the dramatic breakthroughs you see in films where someone suddenly